G'day, how's all going? We've got some new studio gear for the dodgy Coit videos. I've picked myself up a bit of studio lighting and got myself a green screen, and yeah, now you get to see my ugly mug on the screen while we're doing the videos, so hoorah! Okay, so we're doing Alexander Gordias today. We're doing the arm of the father. This is the third in the raid series. I managed to get fist done for the first time a little while back, probably seen the video on that. I got the cuff of the father done, not too well. I actually had a lot of trouble with that one, and you know, I'm going to go back to it. I didn't understand the mechanics, couldn't read the tells, usual noob sprout sort of stuff, but what do you get? So this is the arm of the father. It went really well. I was really happy with it. I went in blind and really enjoyed myself. Had a great group, so that's that for this raid. I've got a couple of other things to talk about today. News from Final Fantasy 14. PvP, what a blast. And the ban wave for people doing things that some people think might be offensive. Look, I've got to tell you, I come from the old COD 4 days, Counter-Strike source. The sort of so-called griefing that we're seeing in this game compared to what went on then, look, I think it's a non-starter. I think it's a furphy. I know people seem to be a little bit more sensitive now, perhaps, I don't know. But half the fun for us was the carry-on that went with it. So hey, that's kind of exciting. Keep your eyes on that. There may be some people getting in the strife. Adventure portraits, what a can of worms. I'm sure you've seen some of them. I've watched a few videos, seen a few posts on Reddit. Unreal. What a creative bunch of people we are in Final Fantasy 14. Outstanding. And another ban wave coming on that. Isn't that exciting? So yeah, keep your eye on that. That's going to be a source of much hilarity and some sorrow to some people that are playing. Oh well. Alright, so as far as my journey in the game goes, the road to 80 on Materia is done. It's finished, and I am sad. Mate, so sad. I managed to get 22 jobs leveled past level 80. That includes my gatherers and my crafters. A couple of jobs past 70 and a handful of jobs past 50 in the time that we had with the road to 80. What an outstanding buff. Oh God, I wish that comes round again, but hey, I took full advantage of it and got quite a bit done, so really happy about that. So fucking hooray for me, eh? Alright, going on to the MSQ. What did I do after the road to 80 finished? Well, I finally got around to getting into my Endwalker MSQ. Now, there's been a little bit of chat about Endwalker, about how slow it is at the start. I am up to a quest, and big spoiler alert, called In From the Cold. Now, if anyone is familiar with this quest, I mean, what were they thinking? Seriously, what were they thinking? I've managed to do, I think I counted it as nearly 30 quests in the MSQ, and I've got through one dungeon. And there were a couple of these stealth units and playing as different characters. I mean, you play as Thancred, you know, okay, fair enough. Then I got to this thing and just went, what the... In fact, I was so unimpressed with it, I actually went back to the game I used to play and updated my installation and updated my character, and my girlfriend was stoked because that's the only game she wants to play, so I sorted her install out and sorted her character out, and we actually went back and played that for a few days. I'm going to come back to In From the Cold. I'm going to beat it because I have to, if my crafters are going to be able to get the top end gear done, if I'm going to get into any of the new dungeons, get anything done, I've got to get past it. But mate, really, did you have to? Oh, really? Anyway, enough of that. One last thing I wanted to talk about, housing on Materia. It's the hot topic, I'm sure, but for me, as the only bidder on a property that lost to Mr. Zero, and here we are 1 month coming up to, it's going to be the 16th of May before we get a result. So 2 months before I probably get into that property. They've said it's going to happen, but then, I don't know, it seems to be wavering around as to what is actually going to go on. And look, I really want to get that house. I want to get my housing. I want to get started on building it, furnishing it. For me, it's a real pain in the ass because my holidays will be over. I'm on holidays at the moment. And my holidays will be over by the time this drops, well and truly. So the time I'll be able to devote to putting together my first house, getting my garden beds going, working out what I want to do with crafting, what I want to grow, what I want to crossbreed, all that sort of junk is going to be very slow. It's going to take me a long time in between work. And the other thing is, with it having been that long, a lot of people who recently have posted in transfers to the lesser populated worlds on Materia, like the one I'm at, Zervan, all of that's going to come through. The 30-day period's going to be over, and maybe they'll be eligible for the second wave. So it's not going to be quite as juicy as it could have been. I don't know, maybe that's more fair. It's going to be spread out a lot more. And what do? You know, I suppose everybody's got to have a fair go. But part of me kind of goes, well, you know, the smart people that went to the least populated servers should be rewarded accordingly. Yeah, no, well, you know. Okay, selfish way to look at it, but hey, you know, I'm in it for number one. All right, that's about all I've got to blab on about. I hope you don't find the new format too intrusive. I actually find it quite difficult to blab on like this without being able to edit, because of course, editing the camera footage is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. I'm not sure what sort of sound quality I'm going to get off this rig, but hey, you know, journey of 1,000 steps, blah, 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 blah. All right, I hope you all have a good time in game. I hope I haven't been too distracting while you're trying to watch the raid, which I enjoyed thoroughly. And I'll catch you all out there. Have a good one. Coit out.